Pandorum,
Pandorum.
2009. Ooh.
Alright, we're in business, boyos.
Two astronauts, Dennis Quaid and Ben Foster, discover a terrifying reality after awaking disoriented aboard a seemingly abandoned spaceship.
Oh boy.
Yeah, okay.
Waking up with Dennis Quaid on an abandoned spaceship. That's a fun thought. Just kidding, I don't know anything about Dennis
Hmm.
Quaid. Just fucking name drop. Alright, so you have this free personality test. And, nothing says free
What the?
like
The shield does
Sheem's.
nothing.
You guys seeing this? Tom, I need an expert
No.
in the field.
No, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm seeing it
That's
kind of.
fucking
Alright, so
bullshit.
how
Alright,
Austin,
we do-
just yell at Dark Souls while we figure out what Neezer's
What?
like.
is this for Neezer?
Yeah, so we'll start with Neezer, the flagship
Wait,
Sheem.
wait. I'm
Hey,
sorry,
these are-
but Connor. Using a shield in that is doesn't work.
Jesus Christ, Austin, shut up, no one cares.
A shield. How does that make
Oh, for
sense?
the dragon fire? Yeah, some of them don't do anything. The shields just don't do
That's
anything.
absolute bullshit.
Alright, so
It just goes right through him.
I
So-
feel like Neezer
enough
would have,
ranting! Neezer, how does he
Neezer would have an easy time introducing himself to people.
He thinks he's great.
No,
Yeah.
wait. What? Disagree.
But put. Oh, right. I have to read these really carefully. You often get so lost in thoughts that you ignore or forget your surroundings. I feel like Neezer is like really sort of
Yeah, that's
internally focused.
Either
Just-
way, that's true. Neezer gets lost in his thoughts all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's-
I can imagine that.
Yeah. You try to
Internalized-
respond to your emails as soon as possible and cannot stand a messy inbox. I don't feel like
Yes.
that's him.
Neezer can stand messy anything.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
disagree with that. Alright. You find it easy to stay relaxed and focused, even when there's some pressure. Is that,
No.
No,
No.
yeah. I didn't feel like that would be even remotely true. No. Neezer's not a
Neezer's
relaxed
the kid
person.
on the poster for ADHD.
You do not usually initiate conversations.
I think that's true.
Does.
He does.
He does?
He does?
Yeah. He wants to talk about himself all the time.
Yeah.
Disagree.
Yeah.
You rarely do something just out of sheer curiosity. I mean, what was the last thing he put in his butt?
I was just about to say that.
Hey, are you trying to summon back in or no?
So does Neezer
Oh,
do
should I?
things out of curiosity?
No.
Or is he like
Yeah.
afraid
Yeah.
to test his limits?
One of my messages was rated.
Alright.
Which one?
You feel superior to other people. Yeah, that one I knew. That's actually the one that made me think of Neezer in the first place. Being organized is more important to you than being adaptable. Now, it's not a question of what he is, because he's neither organized nor adaptable. But what does he value is the real question.
Which does he think is more important? Okay, it's certainly not organization.
Yeah, okay. So he's more adaptability type guy. Alright.
Yeah.
You're usually highly motivated and energetic. Well, he's
I'm
got energy.
motivated,
But
absolutely not.
he's got energy, but he doesn't have any motivation. So let's put that as a mostly disagree, because directed energy is not something that he has. Winning a debate matters less to you than making sure no one gets upset. I mean,
No.
no. You often feel as if you have to justify yourself to other people. How much time does he spend kissing up to others when he's
None.
presumably fucked up? None at all? Alright.
Nope.
Your home and work environments are quite tidy. Oh, shit. Where's the button that says stray banana peels on the floor? You do not mind being at the center of attention. That
Oh,
sounds
he
like
does
him.
not mind at all.
He does not mind at all. You consider yourself more practical than creative.
This is when I get wrecked.
Does Neezer think he's pragmatic or a genius that just comes up with great ideas all the time?
Okay, well, first of all, he's never come up with an original idea in his life.
But does he think he's creative?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then disagree with that one, because yeah. People can rarely upset you. How many people have made Neezer cry?
No, Neezer gets upset all the time.
Okay, that's not true.
Neezer is in a constant state of being upset.
Yeah.
I want
But
this
is it by
test to just
people?
have
Is it by other people?
a Neezer output.
A Neezer output, yeah. We can have like a
Please.
user chart saved here. Your travel plans are usually well thought out. I don't think he ever has travel plans.
I don't think he ever has thoughts.
Yeah, that
I
too.
don't think it's anything well thought out.
Yeah. Oh, here's a fun one. It is often difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings. That's probably true, isn't it?
What?
Well,
That Neezer has a hard time empathizing with others.
does he think that? Does he think he's the ultimate outsider?
Damn it, I was so close.
I think he does. Your mood can change very quickly.
Agree.
Agree. That's Neezer. From
Okay.
sadness to horny, but that's about it. In a discussion, truth should be more important than people's sensibilities and sensitivities.
Yeah. Okay.
What does Neezer find
Yes.
much in the truth, or
Also, that doesn't kill
I don't think he finds much in people's sensitivities.
yeah, that's probably true. Or like his view of the truth is most important. I'll put that as a little bit agree.
Yeah, you haven't even used any of the other options.
No, I did a
Just
couple of them.
strongly agree. Oh,
You
okay.
rarely worry about how your actions affect other people.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Your work style is closer to random energy spikes than a methodical and organized approach. That is whenever he's working. Oh, you are often envious of others. Well, there we go.
That's
An interesting book or video game is often better than a social event. Well, so what's Neezer more about? Shutting himself off with the coolest AAA title, or annoying the shit out of people in a public space?
he likes to shut himself off a lot,
Okay, so he's more...
but usually it's with Legos.
Is this?
Oh, okay.
Is Neezer just me?
No, he's you, but detestable.
Detestable? Wait,
Yeah.
what does that mean?
Negative.
Terrible.
Oh,
Bad
The
thing.
worst thing ever.
If I
Repugnant.
stop playing right now and I don't have all my souls, will I lose them?
No, you're fine. They'll stay there. Being able to develop a plan and stick to it is the most important part of every project.
No.
Now, you did just mention Legos, though. How's his view on that when it comes to Legos?
What does he? Does he like sit? Does he like get to work on Legos or
No.
no? He still is lazy when it comes to like.
So even when he starts a project, it's just shitty. And he doesn't care.
So, oh, you know what this sounds like? It sounds like Costa and I together.
Yeah, kind of like the worst parts of both of you.
Yeah.
You rarely get carried away by fantasies and ideas. Disagree. You often find yourself lost in thought when you're walking in nature. Has he ever walked in nature?
No.
Not the fungus growing out of his carpet. That doesn't count. Alright, let's put... He's lost in thought all the time, so I'll put agree with that one. If someone does not respond to your email quickly, you start worrying if you said something wrong. Does Neezer ever think he's said something wrong to someone?
No.
Strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree. As a parent, would you rather see your child grow up kind than smart? Yeah, he probably doesn't care about other people's feelings, so he's like, I'm gonna have the A+ kid that I can ride off their success. If he ever has, I mean, this is the most hypothetical of them all, because let's face it, he's never gonna have offspring unless he like mitoses it off of his tit. You will not let other people influence your actions. He's probably pretty bullheaded. So I want to agree
Oh no,
with
he's
that.
very impressionable.
Oh, he is? So that's disagree.
Oh yeah. I
Oh, boy.
convinced him once that Neezer was a Jabba the Hutt with spider legs, like Mr. Waternoose from Monsters.
Oh, that's funny. Your dreams tend to focus on the real world and its event. Probably how to ruin them.
His
But-
real world isn't the real world.
Yeah, so that's no way. It does not take you much time to start getting involved in social activities at your new workplace. So let's
Agreed.
put that into schools. Does
Okay,
Neezer
so-
jump into clubs?
I doubt it.
So probably disagree.
Really?
Takes a little while. Well, he's in like choir or whatever.
Doesn't he just force himself into?
Yeah, shit like
Into
that.
things?
Once he likes it, he's like, this
What do you
is
think,
mine
Goose?
now.
Does he like force himself into
Clubs and shit.
clubs and shit?
I don't know.
Okay. So I'll put that one a little more disagree if he's antisocial.
At school, is he more antisocial or social?
At school, he is definitely more social.
Okay, so that one's probably more agree.
Yeah, but like when he's social, like he doesn't pick up any social clues at all.
Oh, well, it's not how good he is at it. It's whether or not he does it. You're more of a natural improviser than a careful planner. Well, geez.
Yes.
Oh, get this one. Your emotions control you more than you control them.
Yes.
Yes. You enjoy going to social events that involve dress up or role play activities. Does that involve furry conventions?
The one about your emotions control you more than you control them, that goes for basically any Sheem.
Yeah. Even Twinkle Sprinkle probably has a poor grasp on his.
Like
Sunshine.
even you think Sunshine
gets pretty emotional.
Yeah, Sunshine like cries.
Sunshine's got some pretty rugged PTSD from that wolf incident.
Oh yeah.
So, you enjoy going to social events that involve dress up or role play? Do you take Neezer for a LARPer?
Yes. Oh my God. You should see him during a TED ceremony.
Oh God! Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I need to go to a TED ceremony. I wanted to do one over spring break, and I asked Tom. I was like, man, I should have asked earlier. And he's like, oh, it was 2 weeks ago. And I was like, holy shit. Okay, so yeah, you guys got really early for that.
Yeah,
probably an avid
over the summer you'll sit in on a TED ceremony and see what it's like.
Oh, this summer, man. You often spend time exploring unrealistic and impractical yet intriguing ideas. Well, that's Neezer. Unrealistic and impractical. Would you rather improvise than spend time coming up with a detailed plan? We already went over that one. Yeah, that's Neezer all the way. You're a relatively reserved and quiet person.
No.
If you had a business, you'd find it very difficult to fire loyal but underperforming employees. I think that plays into the emotional aspect where, like...
I honestly think Neezer's indifferent on this one.
Pretty indifferent? Like, he might just go with the flow?
Well, okay, think about his character, though, Ravuk. He'd find it easier.
Yeah, he would find it easy.
Oh, so he would fire loyal, underperforming employees. Easy. Okay. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence. Now, I don't know whether or not he has a scope of this that's at all realistic, but...
He tries to.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things he attempts. Logic is usually more important than heart when it comes to making important decisions.
Disagree.
No. Keeping your options open is more important than having a to-do list. Does that sound like him?
Well, he won't have a to-do list, so...
But he won't have any options either.
No, he has options. The options are just all bad.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't have real options, but there's still options to him. If your friend is sad about something, you're more likely to offer emotional support than suggest ways to deal with the problem. Now, would Neezer be a shoulder to cry on, as disgusting and greasy that shoulder is? Or would he try to lecture you on how to fix it?
He's like a fake shoulder to cry on.
Okay, so he would technically offer emotional support, but he wouldn't be invested.
It'd be bad emotional support.
Yeah, okay. You rarely feel insecure. Is he always insecure?
He's insecure.
Okay. Disagree. You have no difficulties coming up with a personal timetable and sticking to it. No. Being right is more important than being cooperative when it comes to teamwork. Oh, I didn't even know that one was in there.
2 hours trying to kill that cunt.
You think that everyone's views should be respected, regardless of whether they're supported by facts or not. Now, when it comes to Neezer, I don't know how many facts he knows, which definitely affects what his views are. But when he thinks of other people, does he think that they should be well-versed in whatever they're talking about, or does he think it's okay? That's a tough one. I don't think Neezer has any regard for other people, so I'm going to put disagree on that one.
Oh, he really doesn't.
Okay, yeah.
And, like, another personality trait about Neezer that I just want to throw out there, nothing is ever, and I mean ever, his fault.
Oh, God, that's important.
Okay. Our parents will tell him to sweep the kitchen floor. He won't do. He'll sit in the kitchen with a broom for 4 hours, just sitting
Oh
at the
my
table.
God.
And then my parents would be like, "Why the hell isn't the floor done?" And he'd say like, "Well, if Charlie would stop walking through the room while I'm trying to do it."
Oh my God. Neezer, you card.
And sweeping the floor in our kitchen takes about 15 minutes, right?
If that. Like,
Neezer can't do it in 4 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Like he hasn't even started.
Oh boy.
Isn't that
How-
the same thing with homework too? He just sits
Yeah,
So
his
he's-
homework. He just sits there and stares at it at the kitchen table. My parents are like, "You can't get up until the homework is done, not even to go to the bathroom."
Oh,
So
God.
instead of doing the homework, he just sits there all day.
Oh my
all
God,
night.
Neezer, you freak. Oh, so he's
Can I-
pretty
are I-
extroverted, but
When he does,
Oh.
my mom forces him to do the homework, like tells him exactly what to write, and then he doesn't turn it in.
oh my God. Whoa. Oh. Okay, so you feel more energetic after spending time with a group of people. He's pretty extroverted, so do you think that might be true?
I remember one time
Yeah.
he had a friend, air quotes friend, over for a sleepover, and he wanted to show the friend his bass clarinet.
Okay.
So the friend was like, "No, I don't want to see your bass clarinet."
Oh,
And then he was
boy.
like, "Okay, then you can leave."
Oh my
Where's this
God.
date?
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna disagree with that a little bit. He does not have patience for others.
He hadn't even spent the night yet.
Oh God. How about, okay, you frequently misplace your things.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Oh God.
Oh, that's
There. Have you, Connor? Have you heard of Ravuk's orb?
His Ravuk's orb. That's not the ball of glass, is it? The ball of
Ball of
wax.
Wax.
My bad. I'm
Yeah.
playing on.
Ball of wax.
Okay. Yeah.
Does he not know where it is?
Well, pieces go missing all the time.
Oh, there are pieces. Oh God.
Yeah, there's like 32 pieces.
Okay. You see yourself as very emotionally stable.
No.
I mean, he's at a baseline of sadness
Wait.
all the time, isn't he? That's a form of stability.
It's in the game.
Your mind is always buzzing with unexplored ideas or plans. It is not true at
The
all.
easier bosses.
His ideas have all been explored by other people. You would not call yourself a dreamer. Oh, God.
Oh, he's a dreamer.
He dreams
Connor,
all the
wouldn't
time.
you say that Gundyr is not the easiest boss in the game?
I think the easiest boss is the Deacons,
The Deacons, yeah.
but
And then the
Gundyr's
tree thing,
down there.
and
Oh, the
the-
tree thing, yeah.
then Fort or whatever.
Yeah, Vort's pretty much down there, but Gundyr's not too high up the list. You usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front of many people.
Do you have auto lock on or no?
I don't
It doesn't
know.
change anything. So does Neezer like to talk in front of a lot of people? He's pretty
Yes.
easy for him?
He
Yeah.
Wait,
likes
Juice-
to be the center of attention.
Juice, do you know how to lock on?
No.
Oh no, Juice! You've been playing without lock on?
That's probably why you're losing.
Oh, Juice!
Yeah.
That makes the game 20 times
Click the right-
harder.
Click the right stick when you see an enemy.
Oh, that's brutal, dog.
So much easier to play.
Okay.
Wait, so I've been trying to kill this cunt with...
With no lock on.
No
Dude,
lock.
fucking like pro Dark Souls players do no lock on runs.
You gotta learn how to use lock on first, then you can use how to not use lock on.
Yeah, like definitely lock on is the baseline.
Wait,
Generally,
okay, well-
have you been reading the messages on the ground that tell you how
I
to play?
can lock on for this cunt.
Juice, I told you to read the messages on the ground.
The messages are easy to miss.
They're bright orange and glow.
All right.
Yeah, but like they're just I don't know.
Try it
Connor,
now.
All
they're
right.
just not.
Generally speaking,
Just
you
almost
rely
killed
more on
him
your
like that.
experience than your imagination.
Juice, you probably would have won if you had lock on.
Yeah. So Tom,
Yeah.
does Neezer have more imagination, or rather, does Neezer have less imagination or less experience?
Less experience.
Okay, so he's more imagination
Oh.
driven.
Oh yeah, he is so imagination driven.
He's got an active imagination. I like.
He
he's
lives in a
actually-
completely
You know,
different
to be
world than
100% honest, he's halfway. He's pretty smart. Like,
He's like
He's
one of
ju-
those idiot geniuses, though, right? Like the idiot savants, where he has no functioning social skills, but he's really good at math.
like, he's got.
Could you fly him over New York City for 10 minutes and have him draw a perfect replica of it on a huge canvas?
Oh, he does not have high function autism. But
He might have mild autism though.
Yeah.
Actually,
he
it's
might.
likely. I'm not one to diagnose autism, but I'm not saying it's unlikely.
My parents are actually, I think they're getting him tested.
He better get tested.
I think there's something there. Even if it's not autism, there's something up.
Does he care what other people think about him? Not what they feel, but what do they think?
I doubt it.
He's not...
Maybe at one point he did, but...
Okay. Disagree. If the room is full, you stay closer to the walls, avoiding the center. I feel like Neezer would not only go to the center, but naked. You have a tendency to procrastinate until there's not enough time to do everything. Yeah, probably. You feel anxious. That was what Juice told us earlier. That's...
Does he procrastinate?
I was just about to ask, does he procrastinate?
You just told us
Yes,
that story.
Yes, he does.
You feel anxious in stressful situations. Yeah, probably. I don't feel like Neezer has much patience for that stuff.
Wait. Okay, so
Yeah, he's got...
Did he get him? Did he kill him?
no, not yet.
Aw, damn it. You believe it's more rewarding to be liked by others than powerful.
Oh.
Oh, God. I wonder what
No, he
that
wants
was.
power.
Yeah, he wants power. You have always been interested in unconventional and ambiguous things, like certain books, arts, or movies. Does Neezer like the most conventional things and then rip them off? Because I sort of feel like that's kind of the
Yeah,
way
actually.
we get a lot of Sheem names.
No, yeah, everything that Neezer came up with
It's like mainstream video game
Is-
stuff.
based off of something that
Or
he...
books, yeah.
Something that he's read, seen, or
Mhm.
played.
You often take initiative in social situations. Now, no one's going to do what he says, but he's going to try to tell people what to do, so... Alright. Oh, he got the debater.
Yeah.
Alright. He is extroverted, 72%, but 28% introverted. Probably because of his self-absorbedness. His energy is mostly intuitive. I feel like that observant one is not quite accurate, because I feel like Neezer's ability to observe is so hindered. His nature, for some reason he had an 83% thinking nature, but I think that's mostly because of his daydreaming.
Yeah.
Feeling likely has been numbed throughout his whole body. So, 17% feeling nature. I'm sure the last things he can feel are his rectum and his brain slowly rotting. Tactics, he,
Happens pushed off the edge.
Probably fall off and die.
Where do the souls go?
Oh, they'll
they'll be
spawn
above the cliff where you fell.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you're fine.
Neezer's tactics are less judging and more prospecting. Probably dreaming of a better future filled with his Sheem juices. And his identity, he's a little assertive, but he's a lot turbulent. The debater personality type is the ultimate devil's advocate, thriving on the process of shredding arguments and beliefs and letting the ribbons drift in the wind for all to see. I'm sure that's what he would like. Debaters don't do this because they're trying to achieve some deeper purpose or strategic goal, but simply for the reason that it's fun. No one loves the process of mental sparring more than debaters, as it gives them a chance to exercise their effortlessly quick wit, broad accumulated knowledge base, and capacity for connecting disparate ideas to prove their points.
It sounds
Alright,
like
This is sounding like you, Connor.
This is
Yeah,
what Neezer thinks he is.
yeah.
This is how Neezer aspires to... This is really general. I wouldn't say that this applies to any one person. Markiplier got this as well when he did the test. So, I mean...
We should take rather than a personality test, we should take some sort of disability test.
Yeah, well...
See what disabilities the Sheems have.
Yeah, 77% autism. An odd juxtaposition arises with debaters as they're uncompromisingly honest, but will argue tirelessly for something they don't actually believe in, stepping into another's shoes to argue a truth from another perspective. Will Neezer ever do that?
What?
Argue from another perspective?
Argue from another perspective just so
No.
he's right.
Yeah, that's
No.
probably it. Playing
Okay,
the devil's advocate
okay.
helps people to debate.
Basically, arguing something just to prove that he's better or right.
No.
No, okay. So he'll at that point I feel like he would just give
He
up on
just
the argument.
thinks that he's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't jump to another point of logic. He just goes, I'm right. Okay. Now, what's that? Who's playing piano?
That's me.
Okay. Dude, let's do one for Sunshine, and then I gotta go.
Find some sort of disability.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright, online disability test. Learning disabilities test. No.
No, that's yeah.
Mental disability. Oh, mental age test. Let's find out how old Neezer is in that cranium of his.
He's an old soul.
No, he's a young mind, that's for sure. Best thing on TV is...
Should we do this for Neezer or for Sunshine?
No, let's do it for Neezer. We might as well hit up Neezer this whole way through.
Okay.
And then we can do Sunshine at another time.
Sure.
The
Where do you
best
have to
thing on
go?
TV is 24-hour news, CSI, The Simpsons or Family Guy, Big Brother or X Factor, nature documentaries, or there's never anything good on TV.
Nature documentaries.
Nice.
Neezer likes nature documentaries?
Well, like, he likes mostly ones about, like, space or, like, the pyramids.
Oh, wow, okay. The iPad is revolutionary, a pointless gadget, expensive, cool, something which helps prevent embarrassing moments? It's somebody thinking that it's a pad for your Vegeta. So what does Neezer think of the iPad?
Cool, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Politically, you are conservative, green, liberal, or socialist?
What is Neezer politically?
Conservative, but that's just because, like, my parents are conservative.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yes! Shut up! Alright, McDonald's is a good place to meet, okay for a quick snack, disgusting, or nice and warm.
not. He likes McDonald's.
Alright, it's nice and
Nice
warm.
warm.
A cozy place where I can curl up on the floor with the french fries. Miley Cyrus is, like, so over, a bit racy,
No!
quite good looking, everything that's wrong with kids today, or a victim. Do you think Neezer would get off to Miley Cyrus?
Yes.
Yeah, she's quite good looking. Twitter is confusing, essential, pointless, annoying, or okay.
He doesn't use Twitter.
So it's
I don't think
pointless.
Just say pointless.
Yeah,
He,
if it's...
he isn't on any social media, but I don't
Yeah.
think that. I think that's because my parents won't let him.
Oh god, here's one. You've forgotten where to put your keys twice already today is the one I'm seeing. The best way to become rich is to win the lottery, to work hard, alright, that one's off, to become a footballer, that one's off, to get lucky.
To become
I
a
think for him it would be
footballer?
to invent an invention.
So get lucky.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like that's really similar to win the lottery.
Yeah.
You find an old shirt in the wardrobe. You can't believe you ever wore that and threw it out. Keep it for decorating. Consider giving it to charity. Alright, that one's out. Put it on. Wonder how you ever managed to fit in it, or...
He'd probably just put it on.
Question mark. Yeah, he'd probably, whatever. He probably has 2 shirts in his wardrobe, so I mean... Baseball caps look better forwards or backwards?
I actually can't do this, even with the lock on. I haven't gotten him to phase 2 since I had lock on. I was doing better without it.
Tom, what's
Well,
I
Don't keep it on constantly.
Does...
Try parrying.
Yeah, that'll help. So does Neezer
Okay.
like forwards baseball caps or backwards baseball caps?
Neezer doesn't wear hats like that.
But other
Forward.
people, who does he like least? People who wear their hats forwards or backwards?
I don't think he has a preference.
Alright, just say forwards.
Yeah, let's put forwards. Regular.
There was no.
Dire Straits were air guitar heaven, who, cheesy, or not like today's musicians they could actually play. Does Neezer know who the Dire Straits are?
No.
Yeah. Who?
Yeah.
Life is fun, what you make it, or all about family. I feel like they should have put endless suffering on this list. What do you think it's what you make it, considering his aptitude for creativity, sort of? Life is what you pretend it is when you're sitting in class bored.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright. Birthdays are a time to meet the family, a time to get wasted, a time for presents, or something to ignore, thank you.
He's gonna say presents.
Does Neezer get soda drunk all the time?
Neezer isn't allowed to have soda.
Damn, well... Alright, it's a time for presents. Neezer isn't allowed to have soda. Is he
I
the
wasn't
only
allowed
one
to
in your
have soda for a
family?
long time.
Austin, oh shit, I feel bad for you. But
I,
Juice, is
well,
he
I
the
had to
only one
have
in your family who was
caffeine-free,
allowed to have...
diet caffeine-free Coke.
Yeah,
I don't like soda.
oh man. I love grape soda so much.
Yeah, I
don't-
kind of like
I
soda
like soda, but I don't
a little
drink it.
bit.
It's actually horrible for you.
Ooh, it's hot. You want an ice cream? You buy a Magnum, a cone with a chocolate flake, or an ice lolly. What does Neezer eat for ice cream?
Magnum Dong.
Cookie dough or Oreo.
So probably Magnum. The current prime minister or president looks too young, okay, or old. Does Neezer think Trump looks old? I think this one goes back to Obama. This is a little older of an age test.
Does he think Trump is perfect?
Well, no. I mean, does he think Obama looks old?
Beautiful?
I'm gonna put old. I feel like Neezer thinks that everyone's older than they really are.
Shard, what does this thing do?
That's how you upgrade your weapon.
You're planning a house party. You think about oh
It
god.
doesn't have any friends.
Yeah. Plan which games to play, I assume, is the one he'd go with. We're almost done with this test. You see someone fall over in the street. Do you laugh, run over to make sure they are okay, thank heavens it wasn't you, shake your head and think Muppet? Which I think means
Thank heavens it wasn't you.
Okay. So he wouldn't laugh at them, but he would be like grateful that he didn't fall. You read Apple have launched a new iPhone. You think, not another one already. I want one now. Do the batteries last a long time, or what's the point? A phone is a phone. What does Neezer think of the new iPhones?
Where's the option? It's not Android.
Yeah, I don't think Neezer cares.
What the fuck?
I don't think
I
he
think
can
the
tell
option
the
is
difference.
do the batteries last long?
Yeah. How long can I fap for?
I mean, the answer is no. Like, no phone lasts more than a day
You
now.
finish your meal in a restaurant. You make sure to go to the toilet before you leave, order coffee, empty the tray into the bin, ask whether a tip is included, wonder which pub to go to.
Wait, almost everyone should do a lot of those.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just
If
gonna...
they don't know, then at least.
I'm just gonna say... Ask about the tip, because he'd probably be more concerned about his money than anything else. You get passed on the motorway by a Ferrari. You think, sweet, bet the driver's a wanker, they'll not get there any quicker, or not surprising, you were only going 50 miles per hour. Does he think Ferraris are cool?
He doesn't care about cars.
So, does he bet the driver's a wanker when he gets passed?
Does he think the driver's a wanker, or does he think that it's just like any other car?
He doesn't know what a Ferrari is.
No, I mean, like, because he gets passed on the highway. Does he get pissed off, or is he indifferent?
Say
He's not allowed on the highway.
Hypothetically, is he over-competitive or not?
say they'll not get there any quicker.
Well, that's judgmentally. I don't
teacher
think...
refused to do behind the wheel with him.
I'm putting not surprising, then. He'd probably be, like, so tucked behind the wheel. He's 51 years old!
I told you he's an old soul.
Oh, God.
Honestly, that's probably
an
because
old,
you.
emaciated, wheelchair-ridden soul.
That's honestly probably because you
Wheelchair
said
bound.
conservative.
It might have been.
I bet if you put liberal, it'll put you at like fucking 13 or something.
Well,
1
like
year old.
Bernie Sanders is socialist. If I put socialist, what would he be, 89? Like...
Well, no, because like a lot of like millennials were Bernie supporters, so it probably would have put him at a young teenager.
Maybe.
I feel like I had him.
Markiplier also did this one. I feel like I'm copying him, but he got 7 years old. But I don't believe he was even asked what his political affiliation was. So they might have various questions that they rotate out of this one. Which is weird, because it should just ask you all the questions.
Yeah.
God, this Paramecium movie is terrible.
Paramecium. This mycelium movie sucks ass.
God, this mitochondrium.
Yeah. Alright, well, good thing this stream began and ended with a shitty movie, but that's the stream.